What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. I hope you guys are having a blessed weekend. I actually just got back from my daughter's basketball game, which she's in the back actually recording me. So thank you, baby, for helping me today. So you wanna get started on your detailing business. What do you need, right? What are the must-haves? It's a question that I think many of us ask many times, right? And by all means, what I'm going to show you today, you do not have to buy. Trust me, when I started my business, I didn't have the majority of this stuff that I'm going to show you. But all right, what I'm going to show you guys is what has helped my business grow throughout the years. So let's get started. So when you start your business, what do you need, right? When you start your business, there's a big question that gets asked many times. Is it okay to use the customer's water and electricity, right, when you're mobile? The answer to that is yeah, it's okay. There is a lot of opinions on that, to be honest. You know, my opinion is way different from others, and that's okay. When I started my business, yeah, I would tell the customers, hey, I just started my business, and is it okay if I can borrow your electricity and your water? Because unfortunately, I was working out of an SUV. I didn't have a water source. I didn't have electricity at that time. All I had was a bucket and a wet vac. So that is exactly how I started my business, with very minimal equipment. But I'm blessed to at least, you know, thank all the customers who have given me the opportunity of working for them in the beginning stages. But when you're starting mobile, what do you need? All right, so I'm gonna start from my right, and we're gonna move to our left. So you will definitely need a vacuum. All right, this is the Rigid 4-gallon 5-horse peak vacuum. It is a must if you start your business to have a vacuum. All right, next up is, this is my Predator 8750. This is my, it's a workhorse, literally. This thing I can plug pretty much everything you see in here, and this baby will not boggle. The reason why I went with a 8750 7,000 watt generator is because of the amount of equipment I use while I'm detailing, you know, on at all times. I plug in, I always have my vacuum plugged in. I have my, I have a steamer plugged in. I have an air compressor plugged in. I have my extractor plugged in. So at the end of the day, I have a lot of watts running. So I wanted something big enough so it doesn't trip the breakers. I know many of you guys will be working, and you know, you guys be tripping the breakers at the homes. It happened to me, you know, so I kind of felt bad, and I was like, what can I get to stop that from happening? So I had to invest in a generator. All right, this one you can get it at Harbor Freight. If you have a Harbor Freight near you, I highly recommend you get a Predator, and put the insurance on there. I think there's a 2-year plan on there. And guys, if anything happens to your equipment from the day you get it, there's no questions asked. You take it back and they will give you a brand new one. All right, brand new, no questions asked. Next up, from the generator, I'm gonna this is my 125 gallon water tank. All right, you do not need that size of a water tank. I ended up purchasing this water tank because I got it, I found it off Marketplace. If you guys are on Facebook, go to your Marketplace. Sometimes you find some amazing deals on equipment. To be honest, I got that big tank for $30. I had to drive a good hour and a half away to get that. It was at a farm, and it was full of mud, and I guess they thought the interior was dirty. They never saw it. They're like, we want this tank out of here. And when I heard the price, I was kind of skeptical, but I got it for 30 bucks, guys. So I ended up buying it. But you do not need a 125 gallon. To be honest, I fill it up usually around 60 gallons, and that is more sufficient for me. I think, yeah, so 60 to 80 gallons is what I use, what I fill up most of the time, and it does just fine. With 80 gallons, I'm able to do about 5 or 6 cars per day. So I don't even go through all the water because I only do about 2 cars per day, usually. I'll also be posting links down below to some of this stuff. And, you know, a size like this, I think these originally they can go for around like $400, so they're a little bit pricey. So I totally understand this tank may not be the best fit for you. All right, so let's keep it going. Next up, what are you gonna need to get water from that tank to your power washer, right? So this is the Everbuilt. I purchased this one from Home Depot. It was about $100, and the way it works is you put your water hose in here. This is a 5-foot water hose that I throw into the tank. Then I plug it in to my generator, and that's what pulls the water up and into my power washer. All right, so this is a submersible pump. You can find it at Home Depot for about $100. I think it's been going on 2 years strong. The last one I had lasted me about three years. And then it pretty much a minor mistake I did, and it ended up giving up. But if it wasn't for that, mine would probably still be going strong. Next up is an air compressor. An air compressor is very important in your detailing business. I use a 6-gallon air compressor, little pancake, because it's small, it's compact, and I don't have to carry that everywhere. So this is what I use on the daily, and it does the job for me. I mostly just use it for a air tool gun, which is something like this one, a Vortex air tool. I need it. Now, if you're planning to buy like the Tornador that has the canister, this will not be the perfect fit for that tool, because you need enough CFMs, you need a lot of air to push both the Tornador and the product out. So that is what I use. You'll also need, obviously, a drill brush. It doesn't need to be a fancy handy dandy. You can literally go to Walmart and buy one for like 20 bucks. So you'll need a drill brush. You'll need a drill brushes. This is my favorite one. This is what I call a toilet brush. And then I have a medium bristle brush. This one I usually use it for the flat carpets, to agitate. And this one I use it as my debris lifter. All right, so this lifts off all the debris so I can vacuum really good. So these are another tools you will need. All right, I think this is the Walt here. Well, I think it's like $180, I think. So, which was a gift from my father. So this one was free pretty much. Next up, my most beloved tool that I think it's been going on. It's about 3 years old. It is a steamer. This is the Central Machinery steamer. Again, I got this one from Harbor Freight. I think it's $100, and then with the insurance, it was like $110 or something. This was about 3 years ago, so I don't know what the cost is on them now, but I think it's time for a new one. It's starting to get dull on me, but I'm gonna keep using it till the day it breaks. So handy dandy steamer. I'm an old school detailer, so I didn't start using this steamer till about 3 years ago. And I was like, I don't need a steamer, right? And then I ended up buying it, and since the day I started using it, I will never look back to not having a steamer. So I'll be posting a link to one I've been eyeing that I think it's freaking good. So I'll be posting a link to that steamer, and hopefully soon or down the line I'll end up buying that one. But until this one breaks, this one's gonna keep working. So a steamer is very essential in your business. Next up is a power washer. This is the Ryobi 1900 1.2 GPM. And it has done very well so far. So you'll definitely need a power washer. There's many power washers out there. At the end of the day, it's what's gonna best fit your budget. All right, when you're starting out your business, you do not want to buy all this expensive equipment, because at the end of the day, you got to look into how many cars a day are you really doing. You want to pay off the debt fast, right, to get the return, the investment in return. All right, so that is the Ryobi 1900, and many people ask me like, how do you get the water from the water tank to the pressure washer? So the way it works, guys, is, let me show you guys real quick, is you're gonna, once this submersible pump is inside, all right, pretty much the way it works is the submersible pump goes into the water tank. All right. And then this one, I put the quick connects, which Landon from Aqualux Auto Detailing gave me these, and man, they've been a lifesaver, lifesaver. So what I do is this goes into this right here, and yeah, actually it goes on this one. So this one pretty much goes in here, all right, and then you this gets the water in there, and then all you do is it pushes the water in through here, and it flows the water, and that's how I get water at all times. All right, it's very cheap, very economical to do, so that's why I have really I've loved it. All right, so and then we're gonna go to the last couple items. You're gonna need a bucket and some wheel brushes. These are the Bodak, or I forgot what these were called, but just some brushes. Here's the Red Lines microfiber. You're gonna need a wash mitt. Very simple. You do not need to buy anything expensive. And lastly, this is the Mighty steamer, the Mighty Extractor. This is the 1001 LX 200. Again, you do not need to buy this extractor whatsoever when you start. This one, long story short, this was my first purchase. My first extractor was this big one, because I was like, man, I need the biggest stuff. Rookie mistake. What do I need? I want the biggest, so I went and bought the biggest. But you do not need this extractor at all. The reason I ended up falling in love with this one is because it is powerful. I can fit up to a 50-foot hose and have amazing suction. This stays in my truck at all times, so all this stays on the truck. It never comes out. So that's why I love this machine, because I can connect up to 50 foot of hose, and I have amazing suction. All right, so you'll need an extractor, but if you're starting, guys, the Bissell extractor is perfect. The Mighty 8070 is perfect. The Aqua Pro is amazing. Like I said many times, I think in videos, I have used it personally with Landon, and I was like, it was an amazing tool. And hopefully down the road I'll do a comparison between an Aqua Pro and an 8070. But it's a great machine. There's just one con that I could say I didn't like about the Aqua Pro, because of the gun. I just didn't like the way the gun fit, and sometimes it gets a little bit annoying trying to get into different areas. If they were to change that that gun alone and make it like the Mighties or any other wand, it would be a game changer. So I don't know, I doubt Aqua Pro is gonna watch this video, but if they do, the only thing I would recommend is change that wand, and guys, you would have an amazing product. Even I would buy it at that point. And lastly, you're gonna need a ladder. You're gonna need a ladder, especially for me, I'm short, so you need some sort of a ladder to reach up to the bigger trucks. This one was purchased at Walmart. I believe it's a Costco ladder, and I purchased this one at Walmart, and it's done very well. And the last thing, guys, you're gonna need is a I forget what these are called, air hose reel, or I call it a power washer reel, but even when it's on under power washers, I can't find it. But you're gonna need a reel to put on your vehicle or something, so that you can pull it out. This was an amazing gift from a friend of mine, and he gifted me this one. Luciano gave it to me, and it has worked. The only thing I just switched was the hose. It finally busted. So I only paid, like, I think this hose was $90. This power washer hose reel, power washer hose was about $90, and which was not bad. So again, guys, I want to this is a little bit of what I use on a daily to get my day going. Again, like I said, guys, you do not need all this equipment. If you are just starting out, you will want to be very minimal with your equipment, because you want to get your business going, and you don't want to be overspending stuff. So if it was for me, to be honest, I would tell you to just buy a vacuum, a good air compressor, a steamer, and that's your tools, guys. So that's what I would recommend. Wet vacuum, air compressor, a steamer, and you can get any job done, to be honest. So hopefully this video helped you guys out in understanding a little bit of what I carry with me, or what you may need when you start your business. Again, you do not need to buy the most expensive items to get your business going, and I've told that too many times to many people, but I know if you wanted to see my equipment now, but again, this is now. If I would have started YouTube many years ago, you will have never seen this stuff other than a wet vac and a bucket, and I would probably would have gotten killed for my ways. But now this is all the stuff I carry to get the job done. But if you are starting, you do not need all the best tools in the world. Start minimal, start small, and slowly build your business with what you have, and then eventually you'll end up buying more stuff. So it is okay if you don't have everything. I know many guys are like, well, I see on YouTube they have this, they have that. Yes, YouTube is a place where we get to show you a lot of the stuff that we have, but I'm sure as many, I struggled in the beginning with getting customers. So, you know, I was a little bit under the hole when I bought all this stuff because I really didn't have a flow of customers. So I was like, so, but at the end of the day, guys, I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit of what I use on the daily. As always, God bless y'all, and we're gonna see you guys on the next video.